Welcome back for another Empowering Monday with MP Study, and happy Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite times of year, and I had a great time this weekend, y'all. But let's get back to business. So this week, we're going to jump into visibility. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. Now, you may be one of many people who are trying to figure out how to stand out on the internet. And one way that you can do so is to have a visibility plan. A visibility plan is just a guide for you to figure out where you want to be visible and how you're going to go about doing so. So, today I just want to share a few tips on how you can be visible, in particular on social media. Okay, so one thing that you can do is figure out what common interest groups, if you're on Facebook, that you want to join. Now, once you are in those common interest group, you don't want to solicit or anything like that. You just want to share your expertise. You want to be the expert. So when you are in those groups, you can share information, you can share resources, just be helpful, and people will begin to see you as an expert in your field. Okay, so then another way to be visible on social media is to create video. Now, people shy away from video because of whatever fears they may have, because they may feel like they're not polished enough for video. But I think the important thing is just to go ahead and get your content out of there and clean it up as you go. That's my method anyway. So when you're doing video can either be live or it can be pre-recorded. But if you're going to do pre-recorded video, you want to make sure that your content is intentional. And so in doing so, you want to plan that out. So one great way to do that is to have a production day. Now, sometimes people will do a production day once a week. Sometimes others may do a production day once a month. It just depends on how much content you will be sharing and what is best for your schedule. On their production day, you're going to record all your content for the upcoming week or upcoming month, and you will then schedule it out. So when you're doing video, because video is king and people prefer video over anything else because it allows them to connect with you and it allows you to connect directly with your audience, video is probably going to convert higher than any other types of posts you can do. Now, with your video, the videos that are converting the highest, choose one of those to turn into a lead magnet. And the videos that convert the most, of course, you want to create more content like those videos. Lastly, for your visibility plan, I want to share networking. You may decide that this brand is similar to yours and this brand complements your business and network with those brands. Everybody does not have to be competition. You may find that networking and teaming up with brands is better for your business, and it also puts you in front of different audiences. Now, a content calendar, of course, tells you when you're going to schedule or post whatever content for that month or however long you have your content calendar for. It is so important that you have content strategy. There are a bunch of pre-made content calendars out there by several different businesses that will give you a generic content calendar to say, hey, you can post this on this day, post this on that day. But posting just for the sake of posting will do absolutely nothing for your business. I have been there and done that. You have to post with a purpose. So the first thing when you're doing your content calendar, you need to understand why you're posting. Are you posting to engage with your audience? Are you posting to sell something? Are you posting to be an expert? Why are you posting that particular post? If you don't know why, don't post it. Okay. When you decide to post, it can be a graphic, it can be a video. Please post with some type of video. It could be a reel, whatever the situation is. You want to have, different types of content that you post. Now, when you schedule your posts, you can be strategic in that area as well. You might want to look at when the best time to post on TikTok, when is the best time to post on Facebook. And you must understand that all platforms are not created equal. Certain content that you post on Instagram cannot be the same thing that you post on LinkedIn. So you got to know your audience, you got to know your platform, and you have to know your purpose. These platforms also gives us many tools we can use. You can go and look at your insights on Facebook and see what time of the day you get the most interactions, what time of the day your audience is on more, and use that data to decide when it's the best time for you to schedule. Of course, there are a bunch of schedulers out there that you can use. You can use Buffer, you can use Hootsuite, a bunch of different ones, so that scheduling is not does not have to be, a monster. Or you can just use those platforms to schedule on, because a lot of them will let you schedule in. I have mentioned networking with brands that may be similar to yours or complement yours, but in this day and age, you want to do in-person events. Since COVID, we have a lot more in-person events. It's not as much virtual, although people still give you that option, but you want to start showing up. So if you are networking, show up to that event to network, and then let people know that you are networking. Post where you are, post your connections, let people see on social media that you are working, in your business, in your industry, meeting other people, rubbing elbows, and that you are in the places to be. So that is another way. Let people see you networking, and you can share those things in your stories. You can share your behind the scenes. You can share interviews with different people that you are networking with. So that is another way that you can be visible on social media. I already touched on videos, but I cannot stress the importance of videos. I cannot stress it enough. Video is king, video is king, video is king. And I'm not necessarily talking about the reels and the TikToks, but I'm talking about going live, sharing information, sharing content, or pre-recording your videos and your content. So when you do videos, you want to first make sure that you have a plan for your video. You know what content you're going to post, what the purpose for that content is, how you're going to share it. Whatever way you share it on one platform may not be the way that you share it on another platform. Once you have your plan in place for recording your videos, you also want to make sure you have the right equipment. And honestly, just being transparent, I am having equipment, issues right here at this moment, but that will not stop me from recording videos. Also, there's just one little tidbit I like to share with women. Research has shown that women who record videos, or women who are just in the business industry, whether they're recording or speaking, people like women who are in the middle when it comes to makeup. They don't care to see women, just plain Jane face. They don't care to see women with a bunch of makeup packed on. They like a nice medium. Now, you can take it for what it is. You can feel how you want. I'm just sharing the research based on makeup and women in business. Okay. I know some people who they love their natural look. They are absolutely beautiful with their natural look without makeup, and they're going to be natural despite what the research says. But I like to share information, so I just wanted to share that information with you about the makeup thing. So once your equipment, you've taken care of your equipment or not, like myself, you want to move on with, like I said before, having a production day. So you get in there and you go ahead and record all of your video content for the upcoming week, or it could be for the upcoming month. I know people who record 3 months in advance. It just depends on what your schedule is. And so then, of course, after you record your content, you got to go through the editing and all that, sort of thing. And then once that is done, you can start scheduling those videos and putting that information out and letting people see you, because once again, recording videos allows you to directly connect with your audience when you cannot be with them in person. So don't forget, video is king. Video allows you to be the most visible, and you do not want to post content without it.